Hi guys, charity shop gold or garbage? I actually found something I went looking for. Don't often manage that in charity shops. It's usually completely random. Anyway, this thing, it's a kiddie's sort of light up Halloween toy. Cost me a whole 50 pence. I think it probably originally came from Poundland. What I want is these fibre optics on the top of it, because I have a little project in mind. My project will be based on an idea by John Wynne, and his project is based on an idea by Slider2732. Slider was doing low voltage LED project, lighting up a LED with an absolute minimum of voltage, current, whatever you want to say. John Wynne had the idea of using that LED to light up a picture, and that reminded me that particularly this time of year and getting on for Christmas, you get illuminated pictures, usually some pretty snow scene or a cottage in the countryside where you've got little lights around the picture to illuminate it, maybe little sparkles for the snow sparkling, that sort of thing. So putting all three ideas together, I'm not going to try and do a low current one. What I want to do is make an illuminated picture using this, poking the fiber optics through the picture to make little sparkly bits, but I want to change it to solar powered. So during the day it charges up, and then at night the picture will illuminate. I have no particular idea what picture I'm going to use. Yeah, it doesn't work at the moment, this one. I assume it's little button cells in the back there. That looks like that sort of a battery cover. It's missing something from the bottom there, which I think is just another bit of coloured plastic. So it's got LEDs at the bottom and LEDs at the top. So the best thing we can do is take it apart and have a look. Try and get the sticky tape off it. Yeah, I'm guessing a few little button cells there. There we go. 3 button cells. Whether it was working when it was actually donated or not, it's probably been left switched on anyway. And they're completely flat, I would think. LR44s. Just happen to have my meter handy. I can never remember which way round's positive and which way's negative on these, because it's the opposite way to what you'd expect. Yeah, 1.13 volts, not too bad. That one's dead. 0.8. Yeah, you'd think the case would be negative and the button would be positive, but they're the other way around to normal batteries. I'll see if I can rig something up, get some power in there. Have a little battery box, 4.5 volts in it, because I'm only using 3 batteries there. The blue thing is a dummy. Right, you would think that would be the right way round, but it's not. We've actually got the negative and positive reversed. But we'll take it apart anyway. If you haven't guessed yet, this is a voiceover because my wireless microphone failed again. It's when I've been doing a lot of recording. When the phone battery gets low, it stops supporting the wireless dongle that you plug into the USB port. Okay, so we have a push button switch and 2 little circuit boards with LEDs on them. One at the top, one at the bottom. And just looking up there, you can see the base of the fibre optics. And that it's only the fibre optics I actually want. The rest of it I'm not really interested in. But we'll have a look. I'm guessing that black blob on there cycles through the LEDs to give us some sort of pattern. We'll reconnect our battery. I'm just confirming that those button cells are the reverse to what you would expect, unless you know about button cells. But the center pin is the negative and the case is the positive, as you'll see. And reverse it over, and there we go. So the positive is down at the bottom where the spring is, and the negative is up at the top where the flat plate is, which is completely the reverse to what you'd expect. But having done that, it doesn't work anyway. I could edit some of this out because I spend a bit of time fussing around with it. I am just showing you, it does tell you inside it's negative at the top end. Which, if you're used to AA batteries or something like that, is entirely the opposite way around. Anyway, it's not working. Basically, there's only there's wires that could be broken, but none of the wires are broken. So the only other thing it can be is that black blob on the other circuit board or that capacitor. I'm guessing the capacitor is just there to give us some sort of timing for the cycling of the LED lights. Yeah, as you can see, lights flashed. I'll actually reduce it to just 2 AA batteries, so we're only putting 3 volts into it, just in case we overpower it. So that's another dummy battery I'm putting in there. So yeah, we got green, blue, and red. And if you keep your eye on the bottom as well, the bottom pad of LEDs is working. So it's not a wiring problem between the two circuit boards, which just leaves either that black blob or the capacitor. Just double check, going back on there again. No, nothing happens. And if I short out the push switch, that makes no difference, so it's not the push switch faulty. I'll just go back to 3 batteries again. Yeah, shorting out the push button doesn't make any difference. It's got to be that black blob, or it could just possibly be the circuit board itself is cracked. So we've got a disconnection there somewhere. But I can't see any damage on it. So the other possibility is it's that capacitor. All of that's irrelevant. As I said several times, all I want is that fibre optic bit at the top. Although I suppose I could spend time and see if we can actually fault find on that little circuit board. When I say fault find, the only thing we can do is swap the capacitor. Right, I'm going to directly connect it again, so we'll drop down to 3 volts again. So that's what we want. Light shining up the fibre optics. So, as I explained at the beginning, the plan is to have a picture of some sort and poke those fibre optics through it at strategic points to give us a pretty picture and convert it to solar powered, which just means getting hold of one of those garden light sticks and wiring away from the LED that's actually on the solar light stick and sticking it up under there. Yeah, this has rambled on for a bit longer. I think I'll stick this on my other channel because it's a bit long and rambling. And then hopefully when I actually come around to do the project, it'll be a little bit sharper, short and concise. I hate doing voiceovers. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.